Good afternoon, my YouTube family. Welcome to the neighborhood. Today I'm just having a grown woman chit chat, and I will be having a few of these because I feel like there's times when it's just nice to share experiences and come to a place where maybe I have some advice, maybe you have some advice, something to help us along the way. So I enjoy these videos, and we'll be doing a few of these here and there. Actually, I'll be doing more of that. I'm kind of getting away from some of the, every now and then I think I'll still put up, my thrifting finds and all of those good things because, well, I like them. And the house decorating, this is a lifestyle channel, which I want to continue to say that I really am bringing you into my lifestyle and hoping that I'm sharing things that will help you have the lifestyle that you want. I am not rich, but I have an abundant lifestyle. I'm abundantly blessed. I have a great family, good friends. Like I said, I'm not rich, but I'm very content with what we have. I want to encourage people. It's not always about the number of dollars that you have, but are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Are you living the life that you would like to live? And I will have to say that I am living the life that I personally dreamed of that I would like to live. No, I don't have millions of dollars in the bank, but I am happily married to a wonderful man. My daughters are grown now and they're doing their thing, and being at this stage in my life, really want to reach back to other women and pull and say, hey baby, you can do it. I didn't always have someone pulling me up. I did have my mom and my grandmother who I love dearly, but when they were gone, I kind of didn't have that resource anymore. But I just want to be a resource on the YouTube or other channels, just someone that is encouraging and saying it is nothing that you can't do if you don't put your mind to it. Stick with it, follow your dreams, and you will have hiccups along the way. Trust me, I have had plenty of hiccups along the way. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about one of them as we speak. And I hate to say that I wasn't really young when this happened. I had a relationship with someone, been a few years ago, before my husband, and I really cared about, I loved this person, and they end up with someone else. Now, the blessing in hindsight of that was a little while after that, I did meet my husband, who was an absolutely great man, and I feel like he was the one God intended for me to be with anyway, and it was a blessing in disguise. But during that period of before I met him, where I was alone and just beating myself up for a lot of things and wondering what happened, I thought he felt the same way, all of that. There were critical signs that I completely ignored, and just let slip by because the signs were there. Our relationship started out great. We were close. But then I just didn't see the signs. So that's one of the things I wanted to go over with today, darling. Are you missing the signs that your relationship is over? Let's talk about some of those signs. Now, I had to write some of these down because I wanted to think about it, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting the signs across. So one, is the spark missing? Is it just not the same? Is there just a lackluster with this relationship? That doesn't always mean that you have to end the relationship, but it may mean you need to assess at this time to see what's going on, what's happening. It just means that you need to see what's going on with that. You're hurting. If you are in a relationship and somehow you always end up being the one hurt, you find out he has different people that he's seeing, he's maybe not been honest with you, and you find out the truth. If you're always hurting, now this is a sign that it is time to move on, because he he's not there. He just doesn't care. You've been taken for granted. Another thing, if someone is just not respecting you, or they're taking you for granted, like, no matter what I do, honey, you're going to still be there, and you know it. Really? You need to check that, and you might need to assess that it's time for me to move on, because you are taking me for granted. You don't see a future with this person. And these were some of the signs that, I, in my own mind, was believing that, hey, we're going to do this. And he was quiet because he knew there wasn't a future with me. So they don't see a future with you. And a lot of times you actually don't see a future in this relationship. They're uninvolved. This is a biggie. Like, you are getting more involved and they are just not involved. He doesn't care enough to play an active part in the relationship. He doesn't try to understand. He is just, or she is just emotionally uninvolved. The sexual intimacy changes. Can't remember the last time you made love. You try to bring the sizzle back, but nothing is happening. There is just a disconnect there. And you try different things, and he's just like, or she, it is time to move on. What holds both of you together? What is it? And if that glue is gone, and don't let it be children, because a lot of times we stay together for his children. And I do have, 50-50 with that. If it's a viable relationship and you want to see your children get better, and he is trying and you're trying, that's a whole nother story. But if they're not trying, they're disrespectful, things have definitely changed. You don't want to pattern for your children or for anyone that you should take a bunch of BS. That's just it's not right. There are deep trust issues. Maybe there's been things that happened in the past. You already know that this person is not trustworthy. They've, had an affair before. They've done some other things. You still haven't even gotten over that part when you suspect something else is going on. You guys are leading different lives. There's no meaningful conversation between the two of you. You have nothing to talk about. Your lives and things that you do are totally different. And back to square one. It happens all the time. It just is not in sync. You're totally not in sync at all. These were just a few signs that I wanted to go over with. If these things are happening to you, or more than one on that list is happening to you, reassess the situation. And if you're miserable all the time, that is not what God intended for your life. Move on. You will have a period of time where you hurt, but it's okay. You'll move through the hurt, and usually over that there is a silver lining. Trust me, it happened to me. What happened for you? There is a silver lining down the road. Do not continue to be in a relationship with someone where you are miserable. Life is too short. Don't do it. Well, that is just my little 10 things 10 signs to know that it's time to move on. You be blessed. You be great because you are. You be powerful, beautiful, honorable, lovable. Be all of that, baby, because you are. Be blessed and have a great week. Thank you and bye.